What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into On Air with your one and only rock star and Mike Dig Duane in the place to be, My Fierce Wings Radio. Yes, yes, yes. Right now we have our girl, Lorine. She on with us. What's going on, Lorine?
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're doing fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me today.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us because you have phenomenal music, and I feel like our listeners need to know who you are, like, right now today.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So let me just ask you about, like, how you got started with music, you know, how the journey has been, because you have a lot of success that should be recognized right now, you know, for so many different reasons. But how's the journey been, and how'd you get started?
It's been amazing. I started, like, putting out albums when I was, like, 19 years old. Like, all my life I sang, and I taught myself how to play the guitar when I was, like, 15. I started writing songs then, but, like, I never thought I could really sing. Like, I just thought it was normal. I thought everyone could sing. So I didn't think it was a big deal. I just used it as a form of expression. So, like, when I was 19, I met with this producer, and we worked on an album, and that was my first album, which was subtitled, and everyone loved that. They were just like, whoa, this is different. And that's when I actually started taking it serious. I was like, okay, maybe this could be, you know, something I could do long term. Then I met my production company, Make Millions Music, and we worked on my second album, and that got out for a while. But then, you know, I got a little, like, weary about the music industry. I think every artist goes through that moment where they think, like, oh, maybe this isn't it, because, you know, how crazy the industry is. But eventually, like, I took a year to kind of find myself again and just restructure my music and see how bad I wanted to do this, you know what I mean? And these last couple of years, 2015 and 16, I've just been, like, working on revamping myself and putting out new music because I haven't really done that a lot.
Exactly. And how would you say, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was just saying, altogether, it's been pretty cool. Like, I've gotten to learn myself as a person and just, like, I've grown up and my music is getting better and better by the day. So it's been exciting.
Absolutely. How would you say, like, that process has been, you know, going from changing your sound a little bit to, you know, really perfecting it and getting it, you know, down pat?
It's interesting because my voice keeps growing, and then I'll get to reach notes that I never reached before, and I'll get super excited, like, yes, you know, I did that. And then, like, the recording process is awesome because, like, at this point now I've learned how to record myself, so I sit down and really, like, stack my vocals the way I want, make sure I get every note right, and then make sure I get the wordings correct. Like, I really, like, take a while with my music now, you know? And
right.
Just, like, learning the industry and learning business and learning how to get myself out there as an artist, it's been awesome. It's been really informal. I say the knowledge is very, very important. It's good to learn about what you're doing before you get too into it, you know, and you're stuck and you don't really know what you're doing anymore. So it's been cool just to learn. Like, that's been the best part of all of it.
Absolutely. And I have to say what's very unique about your journey, you've been able to work with The Game. And before, you know, we talk further into your project, what's it like, you know, working with him? Because he's a dope hip-hop artist himself. Like, you know, what's it like working with him?
It was great. He's a really funny guy. Like, he was really sweet, too, and just very, you know, welcoming. Like, the first time we met each other, he heard my music. He was just, like, telling me how much he loved it. And he was like, yo, if I had a voice like that, I'd walk around naked every day. Like, you know, he's very funny. So we would just, like, you know, I came to the sessions, and he would have me sing stuff. Like, sometimes he would even write the lyrics, and I'm just like, well, I've never really had someone, like, write songs for me, but he wrote it so perfect that I could just sing them, you know. I was just like, yeah, he's definitely dope on the musical here as well, not only as a performer, but he's super cool. He's super cool. I enjoyed it.
That's amazing. And tell everybody about this project that you have out right now, which is super, 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 super dope. I can't stop listening to it. Tell them about it.
Okay, so it's Intro to Sweet Noise. It's actually not out yet, but I have, like, 3 songs that are out from it. That's 2 Blunts, and then I Just Want to Live, and Feeling Groovy. But basically, it's just, like, it's an introduction to a little, like, movement I want to start. Like, I call it Sweet Noise because my mom yell at me in the house every time I would play my guitar super loud or I'd be singing for no reason. She'd be like, turn off that noise, you know? Like, she'd be like, stop all that noise. So I was like, ooh, I could put sweet in front of it because everyone says, like, my music is pretty sweet. So I was like, okay, sweet noise. And I'm kind of like, I don't know, bringing people into my world. Like, I'm influenced by bluegrass, the trap, like hip-hop, rap, and alternative music. Like, I just found a way to put it all together, you know, and that is sweet noise. So it's going to be dope to see people's reaction to it.
Absolutely. And I like how you even mentioned the fact of fusing those sounds in with this music, and it totally goes like with your own personal style, and the fact that you put it all together so well, and hearing it, it's just like, whoa, this was really thought out. How was the process, you know, with this project, and how long did it take, you know, recording it?
Recording this, it honestly took about a year. I did most of it in Atlanta. I really love it. I love, like, that place to create. And then the producers from there are really, really dope. Like, I worked with this guy named Midwest. He's from Atlanta. I worked with this guy named Free P. He's from down south as well. And Richie South, he's from Atlanta. And putting all their sounds together with the words that I have in my melodies, it was super dope. And it was really interesting to see how all of the songs would fit, you know, being played in one little stream. And like, they're all different producers, but to hear them, like, come together like this on a project, it was really, really cool to me. I'm just like, ooh, it swims from like a happy to like kind of sad, and like then it goes to a trappy feel at the end. So it's pretty cool.
Right.
I thought I might as well reach out to everybody.
You did, because these collaborations that are on this project, am I even allowed to tease and tell people, or should I?
You can. You definitely can.
Okay, so I'm going to speak on Living in Vain with Chance the Rapper. I love that track. Tell me how you came up with that record, because I just love how you both, you know, really, you know, kind of like flow together with this record.
It's crazy because, like, we did that, like, 2012. I had met Chance for the first time. He was really cool, and I did the song Living in Vain before I met him, so I was just like, maybe I could take this to him and see what he can put together. I played it for him the day I met him. He was like, yo, I definitely want to rap on this. And then I sent it to him. About a month later, he sent me back the track and with his verse. And I'm just like, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Like, this is so Chance. And his verse was really, really dope because it fit with the words. It fit with my mood of the song. So that was a really, really cool collab. And I'm glad that he could connect with the song like that.
So, Lorine, let's also talk about your current single, Feeling Groovy, because I love that record, and it has so much great meaning to it. So tell them about that record.
Feeling Groovy is a fun record. I did that with this producer named Gifted. And it's just like riding around town with my top down, feeling groovy. It's like a soundtrack kind of to my life. Like, I pretty much travel all the time. I'm always like in a groovy mood because I love to create groovy music, you know what I'm saying? So I'm basically talking about like my ventures through life and enjoying it for what it is and never feeling fear. Like, there's a line that is in there that says, you can't make me feel fear, it doesn't live here. So basically me, like, achieving my dreams with not a care in the world.
Wow, that's a deep meaning. And did you write that yourself?
Yeah. It's funny, like, I just went in the booth and, like, freestyled it. It was so, like, I hadn't seen Gifted in a while, so he was just playing me beats, and I was like, yo, I gotta get on this one right now. I walked in the booth and literally just started singing those lyrics.
And would you say, where would you say you get inspired the most to write your music? Because you touch on a different lot of subjects. Like, where's all that inspiration come from?
Definitely from everyday life and just, like, things on the news, media, whatever it is, things that are in my life, things that I go through, personal situations, relationships, or whatever it is, like. And then the people around me, of course, the world around me, of course, definitely influences all these songs because I literally write about everything I feel about. Like, if I'm reading the news and it's like a teen or black teen got shot, you know what I'm saying, again, and the cop gets off, like, I want to write something about that. If it's me, like, getting hurt by somebody, I want to write about that. Or if it's me experiencing happiness with, like, my family and friends, I want to write about stuff like that. So just everything I go through as a person.
Absolutely, and I love that because it's always best to write your music from a place that is very true to you and something that you know about, because a lot of times some artists don't have songs that are about that. You know, they just have songs that a writer was given, you know, a writer gave them, and they just, you know, sing the reference. But love the song. But let's also talk about Sweet Life featuring Young Jeezy, which is another favorite of mine, and I can't wait for everybody to hear it because y'all are going to love it. So Sweet Life. Just tell them about that record.
Still working with Jeezy. I remember we went to the studio that day. I went with my roommate before the time, and he was just like, yo, you want to write some hooks for Jeezy? I was like, yeah, why not? So we went in, and we did like 5 songs. I just like, he would play a beat. I would just go in the studio and then just start singing, like whatever I felt. We did like 5 of those. Sweet Life was one of them. Jeezy came to the studio later. He heard all 5 of the hooks that I did, and then rapped on 3 of them. So I'm just like, whoa, it was an instant connection. It was really dope working with him. He was cool and really secretive, with his shades on. But he was really, really cool.
When is this project coming out? Because I love it, and I'm sure everybody is wondering, like, how is David having access to this music already? Because it's dope. When will the fans be able to officially, download it and listen to it?
I'm definitely trying to release it by the end of this month. So I have one more single I'm going to release, and then the project. So very soon as possible.
Are you doing any visuals for this project at all?
Yes, I'm actually working on one for Feeling Groovy. It's going to be an animated video. It's going to be really, really cute. It's going to show basically what I was telling you about, like, trying to pursue my dreams without any fear.
Right.
And I incorporated, 3 of my fans in the video, too, so that's going to be cool.
Wow, that's dope. That's super dope. I know the fans are looking forward to that because it's been like, seeing themselves in it and fans seeing fans in it. They'll probably be like, oh, maybe one day I can be in the video.
Exactly. That's how I want to make all my fans feel.
And how would you say it is connected with your fans via social media since, social media is something that wasn't even existing back then, but now it is, and, you're able to not only put your music out there, but like I said, connect with your fans. How's that for you?
It's really amazing. Like, honestly, I just got a video today, and it was a group of girls, learning a dance routine to one of my songs. And that was really, really dope. It's like to see people just practice their form of expression with your music. It's like, yo, you get to connect with me even though, we're not in the same city or I'm not face-to-face with you. It's like, it's dope that I can even touch people like that. And it's awesome to just have people that listen to my music and send me messages like, yo, you helped me with my life, or you helped me get through a situation, or I love listening to you because it makes me feel at ease. That is literally, the best part of doing all of this.
That's the best thing of doing it. And you keep it up because you have a lot of fans I see that love your music. You have a different sound, and, you're being yourself and not trying to, fit into the crowd. So keep it up because I love what you're doing.
Thank you so much. I definitely will.
Well, thanks so much for coming on the show. I definitely appreciate it. Definitely will have to have you come back when the project comes out again so we can talk more in depth. I ain't want to tease, too much on the features. I want them to be surprised.
Right, I hear that.
But I had to speak on the collaboration with Chance and Young Jeezy. You got some other collaborations on there, too, and that is major.
Yes, it is really dope. They're awesome.
So tell everybody where they can, follow you as far as, social media is concerned.
You can follow me at Lorine Chia, and that's LORINCHIA, and that's pretty much with Instagram, Twitter, everything, just at Lorine Chia. And you can check out my music and my website, LorineChia.com.
Absolutely, guys. Make sure you check out Lorine Chia. Don't be a fool and not at Lorine Chia on social media. Project is coming out. If I say so myself, it is thebuzz.com. And keep it up. And thanks so much again. You're welcome for coming on the show. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me again. You guys have a good one, okay?
Anytime. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.